Anyway, real quick, this been sliding off and I've just been pulling it down instead of just taking it off and putting it back on because I'm lazy. I have somewhere to go later, but not right now. But anyway, let's be the voice of reason. I want to talk about what's her name? What's her name again? Lachey Hinton. You know what I mean? You know if you know who I'm talking about, let me know. If you don't, I'm just gonna explain to the best of my capabilities. And I feel bad that people bully her. Well, part of me, I feel 50 everything that, like how people take this. You see how my nail fell off or it broke off? So I just took it off literally last night. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about here today. I'm talking about Lachey Hinton, and I think that because she was just on live like a couple minutes ago on TikTok, and the people in the comments, they're being nice to her or whatever, but I feel like they're being nice so that they can just stay and watch longer. And the people who are recording her and they're going on live, recording her live as their live, and they're commenting, over whatever the live is going on or whatever's going on in the live. And I feel like I just feel like you know how when people have something to talk about or something to joke about, then they'll take it to the extreme. And I feel like sometimes that does not help the situation. Like, yeah, it might pass your time. Like, it might, make you a little happy that you found a little bit of joy in the chaos. But I feel like I just saw this man dance. My neighbor's dancing. But, he's playing music and dancing. But anyway, I just want to say that does not help the bigger situation. Like, that doesn't help everything. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you just want to move past the situation, or you kind of want to help the situation like look better or feel better or whatever. But to her, she doesn't even realize what's wrong. You know what I mean? And so, you guys, please subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, please like the live. I'm talking about bullying, in a sense, or being the voice of reason, I guess. So, and I want to say this as carefully as possible. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm helping both situations, because I do see the 50-50 in it, and I don't want to make anything worse. I just want to say that, okay, so her not understanding the depth of what she's doing, or the toxicity, the level of what is happening with her kids, is like, it doesn't start from her. You know what I mean? It kind of is with her now, and it's an ongoing cycle. And it's actually messed up because her mom had ended up putting her in that position, or her parents. But I feel like as a child, you learn how to love from your mom first. And I've been watching videos of how did she get famous or whatever, because I just found out about her like this year. And so I was watching these videos on YouTube that like talked about a biological, not biological, but biology of her, and how she rose to fame and everything like that. And basically, she had a sister, and her mom was berating her and her sister like on a daily basis. And this is what I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. And sorry about that, you guys. My life got disconnected. Where was I? So her mom would berate her and her sister on a daily basis, and she made it seem like her moving out was her getting out of the situation. Like, I guess she was already starting off her life from being bullied at home from her mom or whatever. And the thing about love is, if you don't kind of recognize it from your parents, you're gonna see a glimmer that's not gold in anybody, and literally, you know what I mean, like try to find the gold that you thought you saw, or the love that you thought you saw in another person. And even if they didn't love her, she probably, that's how she had the kids. You know what I mean? Like, not that she planned her kids, unless she did. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking about, like, the family that she kind of probably wanted. You know what I mean? So she went about her own way in creating that. Now, obviously, if you don't really know what you're doing, it might fail. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, I guess that's what happened. But I feel like us calling her a fat slob and all types of stuff, I feel like that's not helping the situation. And that's why she's always defensive. And I feel like people do that because she is defensive. And it's kind of hard to talk to a brick wall when someone is already waiting for you to be aggressive with, you know, when someone is waiting for you to be aggressive with them, they're already aggressive at you. And so the message gets misconstrued, misconceived, because it's automatically, what's up, instead of like, here's how, like how to help, how to make it better. The AC just came on. So I don't know, I just feel like ways that we can, if people do want to help, ways that they can help is by fixing the situation. Like, fixing the situation as in, like, here's what you should do first: put down the alcohol, put down the drugs, whatever you're, doing on a daily basis. Get off of, the thing is, someone did try to tell her to get off the internet, but as a lonely soul, she kind of didn't understand that getting off the internet means to learn about you, find out what makes you move without having to depend on someone saying yes, all this stuff. And I feel like if you don't have that primary example in your life, how would you know? What are you gonna do? Anyway, I was looking at her live, and I was seeing a lot of people, like, and honestly, I get it, but I don't join into it. And I feel like it's not like I'm mad at the people who do, but it's like people will take that other person's reason of doing so and do it themselves, and not really understand the severity of the situation, the deepness of it, the depths of it. you know I don't know. Either way, it's low-key messed up both ways. She doesn't even realize how messed up she is, what she did to those kids. And people they don't really think about how messed up they are by feeding into her fantasies, like her happinesses, which however quick they are, or giving her the money to make her happier, or berating her. Like, everything is so messed up. I don't think that there's any good that'll come out of her going on live, especially without her making her. Oh my god, you guys, I locked my phone. I put it somewhere, and then the wind came and tried to take it up. Girl, I almost lost my life. Well, anyway, I basically said what I needed to say, I think. I just think, you know what I mean? Like, there's no Dr. Phil for black people. Or, like, is it Dr. Phil? Or, like, who fixes Ayanla? Anala. I think it's Ayanla to fix, to kind of help the situation. There is, I guess, but I don't think that it's for one person. I think it's for a family. I'm not sure. Either way, how are you going to help someone who's combative? You know what I mean? Anyways, child, that lady is combative because she already knows someone is going to tell her, where are your kids? What are you, how come are you, how are you not doing this for your kids? And she's so defensive. Whenever someone does say this to her, the first thing she does is come meet me outside, come outside, come outside. You know what I mean? And that's the part where it's like, hold on. When someone is actually giving you low advice, you should probably take it instead of, oh, you know, here's my address, come pull up. That shit sucks. Hey y'all, what am I talking about? I was just talking about Lachey Hinton, I guess, and I was just being a voice of reason, I guess. A second AC. I was just being the voice of reason because I feel like, oh, my lip gloss. Ooh, child, it's windy. Anyway, I just feel like everyone who's entertaining that is wasting their time on this earth. Anyway, I do have stuff that I do have to do, and I just wanted to say that because I was thinking about it, also because she was live today. And I'm like, let me just give a piece of my mind. Even though I low-key took part of it. Now, let me tell you, why I'm not a saint. Because in one of my live videos, my baby was coming up to me crying. It was just me and her home alone. But she wasn't crying. She just wanted my attention, or she wanted to be seen too. And someone saw that and was like, oh, you're neglecting your child, you're a horrible parent, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, dang, I'm just trying to finish my thought. I wasn't gonna stay on here. I'm not seated, I'm not, stationed, walking off, leaving the camera on. you know I'm just saying my 1-2s and getting off this live. Someone had called me a horrible parent because my baby cried. And it's like, I don't put my baby on live. And I felt like that person definitely wanted me to put my baby on the screen. And I was talking about a controversial topic. I wasn't talking about nothing joyful like I am now. I don't talk about anything easy to talk about. And that's why a lot of people don't even like me. I bring up what's uncomfortable. Because you like putting people in a hot seat. Why you don't like being in a hot seat? Hey. Aw, thank you. That's a beautiful message from Pirate too. That was so beautiful. Hell yeah. Hey, Sophie. I hope I'm saying that right. Sophia. Hello, how are you? But yeah, so when someone did call me out for not putting my child on in a controversial topic on the screen during the controversial topic, I labeled that live as not Lachey Hinton, and I put the green emoji, the throw up emoji, or the nauseous emoji. Not even throw up, it's just nauseous. Because like, don't put me in that same space just because I didn't put my baby on the screen where people is, I'm pretty sure, not gonna like what I have to say, and so they can try to take it out on my child. You know what I mean? People are crazy. They'll do that. Lizards. They'll do that. They'll definitely try to second generation your words, which is crazy. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks, y'all. I love you guys' support. I love you guys. Please like this live for me, and please subscribe, ring the bell so that you can be on time when I'm here, when I pop in and out, because I don't necessarily know when I'm gonna like have a crazy thought in my mind that I have to come on here and like explain what the hell is going through my mind. So be on time, because I'm not sure when I'll be on time. I'm not sure when. You know what I mean? If you get it, you get it. I'm just kidding. But that's all I have to say. I love you guys. Peace out.